Hi everyone, I'm back with part 3 of this tutorial on how to knit the tentacle shawl. I'm going to be showing you how to do a B-side row. We're still going to be using our size 6 needles, that's US size, 4.25 millimeters, and worsted weight yarn for the purposes of this tutorial. Again, yellow will be F and orange will be B. If you haven't done so already, I strongly recommend taking your long tails that you've left and tying them in some sort of loose knots. I use a slip knot for this, just to keep them out of the way and to make sure that you don't accidentally start knitting them as part of Tentacle 1. You're going to need them to start Tentacle 2 with, and they will get in your way and confuse you if you don't take measures to prevent that. So, when you begin a B-side tentacle, assuming the last row went correctly, you will have an F-side strand sticking out of the front, and a B-side strand sticking out of the back. Poised exactly where you need them to purl into the first stitch and knit into the second, which is exactly what we're going to do. Pardon my cat. So, as I said, we're going to start by knitting into the first stitch. Just like with before, on the F side, every stitch that you knit, the strand that you're working with should match the stitch that you are knitting into. There will not be any color changes at all anywhere in this project. So that's at least one thing that's simple about it. So, sweeping our tails out of the way, we will begin by knitting that first stitch, which should be a B-strand stitch. We'll be knitting it with the B-side strand, or the B strand sticking out of the back of the piece. And once you've done that, you'll move it to the front, where that strand will join the F strand. And then we will purl into the first F-side stitch with the F strand. I want to hold on to both of the working strands, try not to twist them at all, and purl only with the F-side strand. As you slip a stitch off, move both strands to the back. Again, keeping them side by side without twisting them. We'll knit into the next stitch. Both strands to the front, no twisting, and purl. Both to the back, no twisting, knit. Both to the front, no twisting, purl. And we'll keep going in this way until we get to the last two stitches. Just like before, you'll want to make sure that you don't accidentally wrap your working yarn around the bottom of the piece. And as you work it, you should have shaping up a B-side that's nice and smooth and solid in the B color, and you should have an F side that's similarly nice and smooth and solid in the F color. At the bottom, nothing crossing over. Just those two sides hanging out down there, ready for you to pick them up when you start Tentacle 2. And then, when we get close to the end of the row, we'll have 2 stitches left. One of the F, and then our final stitch in B. We'll have both strands to the back of the piece. We're going to start by slipping that first F stitch knitwise. Then, you'll take your F strand and bring it over to the front. You'll want to bring it over your B strand, and then slip the final stitch knitwise. See, you've got your F strand coming out of the front, and then your B strand coming out of the back. When you start each row, you should have the contrasting strand coming out of each side, ready for you to pick them up to knit and purl with them.